Let's learn Shoreline. What's up, everybody? My name is Koozie, and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov Map guide. In today's video, what I'm going to be showing you is the gargantuan map that is Shoreline. Now, Shoreline doesn't have like a lot going on. It's just very spread out. So enough pitter patter, chitter chatter. Let's get into it. All right, so as per usual, before we get into anything, let me show you guys the keys that you'll need. All right, mainly for Shoreline, you want to focus on the resort because that's where the vast majority of the good loot is going to be. So the only other thing I recommend bringing in is an SJ6 because, like I said in the intro, things are very spread out, and the SJ6 not only helps you run further, but it helps you regain stamina faster so you can keep running. And then as far as like key holding, I have 2 key tools. That's completely up to you. A lot of people just chuck all of their keys in a SICK case because it's a 25 slot thing, and you'll still have like a few slots left for like dog tags and all that stuff. What you're about to see is a recording from my live stream. I hopped into an offline mode raid and just kind of ran through the map. So here we go. All right, so first thing we do is we're going to pop our SJ6. We have spawn, and I don't really know like the exact terminology, but this extract is a temporary extract that doesn't pop up all the time. This is a CCP temporary. I don't know what they call this area, but what I'm going to do, I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way since we only have 50 minutes. And the thing about Shoreline is that it's not exactly like a lot going on. It's just there's a lot of running that you got to do. So that's why I recommended the SJ6. But first place we're going to go is the Pier, which is right up here. Now, Shoreline does have a scav boss named Sanitar. He's actually pretty easy to kill. He's a lot like Reshala. He doesn't really wear any body armor. He is armed, but he does have 2 guards. Reshala has 4, I think, on customs. But Sanitar's guards are scary. They're very scary. But we're gonna run over here to the Pier. And the thing about Shoreline, what I like most is there's really only 2 extracts that you have to know about, but there's a occasional extract that pops up here, and I'll get to that here in a moment. But inside here, there's really not much to loot. There's a couple filing cabinets there. There's nothing really in here. Then you can go in here up the stairs, and there is a safe here and a PC block. And then if you come across, there's another PC block and another safe. And this can also pose some like cheeky angles too. But we're just gonna go down the other side here. And then I don't think there's anything here, but you can check this restaurant if you want. It's not really worth it. But there are some scavs that spawn here as well. And then that right there is Pier boat, okay? It is a temporary extract, and meaning it doesn't spawn every single raid. But if you want to extract via there, you have to go over to the boat and wait for, I think it's like 30 seconds, which is a long time considering how exposed you are. So next we're going to head up here to the gas station. So over here, there's nothing really too much to loot. You can't really go inside because, I mean, there's a giant fire. But there are some scavs that spawn over here. Also down there, right in that area with the blue, I guess, I don't know what they're called, showers maybe. There's a secret stash there. And the reason why I didn't really go to the eastern side of the map is because there's really not much to worry about looting wise. It's very open. So we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna focus on mainly the middle here and the western part of the map. But there is one extract over on the eastern side, aside from the CCP temporary one that I told you about. That's called Road to Customs, and that is your main extract that you want to go if you spawn on the western side of the map. All right, so we're coming up on Power Station, which is another pretty good spot for killing scavs, as well as a lot of times players like to rotate over here. And maybe what I can do is whenever we get to the top of resort, I'll show you the 2 POIs that are on the eastern side of the map. But basically there's some loot in here, not much, so it's not really worth spending a ton of time on. But you got a couple toolboxes. You come upstairs, and you go here, this is where the HEPS key comes in handy. The HEPS station key that you saw at the beginning. Come in here, there's like crates that you can hit. There's weapon attachments on this table. So we'll go down and we'll go back out. And again, I'm trying to like speed run this because, I mean, Shoreline's a big map that involves a lot of running. So I don't really want to spend too much time, especially since we're going to the resort right now. And that's going to take a good portion of this video because there's so much loot in a resort. Okay, so right up here is Bus Depot. This is another good spot to kill scavs if you need it for like the Punisher series or peacekeeping mission. There is a couple things that you can loot in here. You go in the back door here. There's shelves here that you can loot stuff. There is a dead scav that you can loot. And then just check for like little bullshit items around. And then you got a crate there. There's a levitating wrench. In here, there's 2 jackets and a filing cabinet. And a cash register, too. If you go out and you come up. Where I always get turned around is directional. Because the resort is split up between east and west. And then in the middle is admin. Just know that if you're facing the front side of resort, this is the west side and the far end is east. So if you see the helicopter, you're looking at the front side. Okay. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with the west, mainly because there's not too many rooms that we got to loot over there. East has more loot, I feel like. Well, it's got more locked rooms, I feel. So let's start in west. Now up here, there's scavs all across the area. On top of that, this is the hot spot. Okay, so first thing is there is rumored to be a green keycard spawn under that keyboard. Okay, 112 on west. I'll show you it real quick. There's 2 duffel bags and food items. You can loot the open rooms too, but it's not really worth anything that's unlocked. I mean, you can take a peek in there if you really have all the time, but when you're in resort, this is West 104. There's a levitating med spawn there, as well as more med spawns over here and something on the table. When you're in resort, you want to be quick, otherwise mega chads are going to kill you. So second floor is a little bit different. And I still am like kind of learning this, but 222. Come in, got a med bag here. Always check like around the beds. And if you come in and go out onto the balcony, you've got a weapon crate here. There are med spawns right here. They don't levitate in online raids, by the way. Red key card can spawn right there. It's very rare. Then you got all of these that you can hit. I don't really waste my time with this, but I just check the ammo that spawns right here because you can get a 120 pack of BS ammo. Check the table for US dollars. Food items spawn right here. And again, I'm speed running this, dude. So if I'm going too fast, just back it up a little bit. What is this? 219? West 219. You got plenty of med spawns here. Ammo spawns here. I'm assuming something can spawn there. And then a weapon crate. Okay, 216. I think this is a LEDX spawn room. But you've got tech spawns here. Weapon crate, food items, ammo. Box there. And then med spawns. And then a grenade box here and a grenade box there. Come in here to go... Just kidding. Go around here. And then you can hop this. There's nothing really in here. Then we go to the other side. 207 is open. Make sure, because these 2 rooms, 203 and 205, connect. Make sure if you're gonna get a key for either one of these, make sure you get the 205 because people love to camp right down there. All right, so it's better to be behind this wall, even though the bullets can pin it. It's better to just be behind this wall and unlock this door and cover because you're kind of helpless whenever you're stuck there. All right, so med spawns and item spawns here. Something can spawn there as well. Then check here for meds and food items, as well as not that drawer. You got a med case here, as well as med spawns on the table. And if you come around, you got a weapon crate there that you can loot. You've got stuff that you can loot right here. Med spawns on the table, as well as a med bag and a duffel bag. And then I don't think I have the key for that. I don't. So we'll go back out. All right, and then before we go across, we're gonna finish looting west. So what we're gonna do is, so instead of going straight, we're coming around, and there's a staircase. And what I like to do is I like to come down this spiral staircase here, go all the way to the basement, and then if you come into the gym area and look right here, there's a potential red keycard spawn. Always check that. I mean, it doesn't hurt, you know. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up all the way to the top here, to the 3rd story, okay? And then at the hole, we're gonna take a left, and then kind of jiggle peek this, because pistolings like to hide in that bush and camp you whenever you go to key. Okay. So this is West 301. This is arguably one of the best rooms on the west side of the resort, but you've got loot spawns all across here. There's a loot spawn here. Loot spawn here, on the table, on the floor. There's like 4 loot spawns right there. It's crazy. So if you see like a big ass battery or a or like an E-motor, make sure to just pick it up and just drop it over here, because there's probably more than likely stuff underneath. Loot spawn here and on the chair. Loot spawn here. There's a crate here. Loot spawn in this area, and then on the bed are meds. And if you want, if you're feeling extra rich, you can get the key for this. I think this is 303. Let's just check to make sure. Oh, West 304, excuse me. All right, next is West 306. Open this. There's 2 dead scavs that you can loot. There's spawns on the bed. There's a spawn here for food items, as well as spawns here, I think. Med case here. All right. And we're going to go across. I don't know if I got any keys for anything else, but we're just going to check. I do, actually. I do. All right, so we're going to come in here. Come through the balcony, around. Just kidding. Wait, did I just see something? Yeah, okay, so in here, there's apparently med spawns there. I wouldn't waste your time with it. But on the 3rd story, there's not really anything, but over there is 321. 321 has a safe in it that you don't have to have the key. Like, it's not really worth hitting, to be honest with you. So we're gonna go down. And remember the staircase we just went up? We're gonna come over here. There's 205. And then what I would do, honestly, is I would, because people love to camp this, we shoot this out, we jump down, and then we run across. You just gotta watch out, because if Sanitar's an admin, bro, he's gonna fry you. We shoot this window out, and now we're on the 1st floor of East, all right? And what I like to do is, say I come from the rock passage side, which we'll get to here in just a moment. What I like to do is I like to come in, and instead of going straight up, I come around through here, and I go up this staircase, come to the 2nd story, take a right, and then there's 2 open rooms that can spawn lead X's and red key cards. And that is 218. There's a duffel bag here that you can hit. There's an item spawn there. And if you come in here, red key card spawns there. I'm sure things can spawn right here, but I'm not entirely sure. There's a box you can check. I wouldn't really waste your time, because again, resort looting is about speed, my dudes. All right, you come across the hall. What room is this? 219. You've got a valuable spawn here. Something can spawn here, as well as items like ammo and stuff can spawn on this table. Okay. Then you got med spawns here. And always check like on the floor over there. And then you can actually open this door. This is 220, I believe. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then we go to 222. East 222. All right. And then tech spawns here. There's other spawns here. Check the toolbox as well. Grenade box there. Valuables can spawn right in here. There's a weapon crate. Then if you go out the door, tech spawn, item, or various item spawns like meds and all that stuff. Check here for these shelves, like you got med and food spawns here as well as here and on these shelves. Okay, and then what I always do is I take a peek right here because sometimes something can spawn on top of the dryer. So we don't have the key for that, so I gotta go back. And then what I do is before I go up, I go down, and now we're on the other side of the first floor. And the only two keys I got for East first floor is East 106. Just kidding. I lied. 107. Sorry. What's up, 1J? All right, and in here in East 107, you've got med spawns, a tech spawn here, med case, item spawns on the desk, and duffel bag here, as well as med bag there. And then this is East 110, which is key with blue tape. Now you want to watch out because I have ran into Papegas literally peeking that corner, and they're just like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing? Are you keying?" And there you go. So in here, this used to be really good before the dynamic loot change, but you've got med spawns here, 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 and then in there, it used to be pretty common to find a lead X. Okay. Then you've got spawns here, as you can see. You got med spawns and item spawns there. You got a valuable spawn on this thing. Check the desk for euros and other currency. You've got valuable spawns here on the bed. Then you got med spawns on this cart. And then in the suitcase, it's rumored to spawn a graphics card, but not 100% confirmed. But there are items that spawn in there. So, yeah. So now we're going to go up to the third floor. And this is one of Jaeger's rooms, I believe. Thank you, dear. And I have the key for both this and 328, but they connect, all right? So you've got tech spawns here as well as a PC block. Then you got US dollar spawns right there. Weapon attachments here. Some of it is really good, some of it not so much. Duffel bag there. If you come through the balcony, on this table, valuable items can spawn. And then I normally just key out, so we'll do that. Third story of East is much better than West. There's a free room that you can go in here. It's a marked room, but it's not like your typical marked room. There's just this that you can search. It's not, I haven't really found anything great, nor have I really heard of anything great. East 316. This is another good room. You've got weapon crate. Check the seat and the floor. Then you've got weapon attachments here and on top of the box. Then weapon attachments here. And if we come through here, you got a med bag on the balcony. Now, if you come across the hall to 314, this is East 314. You've got weapon parts here. I'm assuming stuff right there. All right. You got a shelf there. Med spawns up here. Crate. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. We go back out. We go around. And then I think we have to go here. Yep. I think a red key card can spawn right there. Don't quote me on that. Please don't crucify me in the comments. All right. And then don't even bother going out there. I've done it multiple times. There's nothing. All right. Now is West 310. East 310, excuse me. All right. And literally, this is just valuable rooms. Literally, you got a wooden clock, a golden rooster. Obviously, this isn't like the item that spawns here because I found nothing but gold chains on online raids. But yeah. So valuables here, 2 duffel bags. And that's that. All right. And I just remembered, I forgot to tell you guys something. 222. We're gonna go back real quick. Okay. Always check this box, all right? Clearly, I don't do it enough, but there are rumored to be valuable spawns in there. I think that's... And then over here, the only area that I really wrote about is 308. So we'll hit this, drop down, go to admin, and then we'll move on. Okay, med crate here, stuff that spawns here. Always check the bed as well. And then you can hop this. And there's like 5 PC blocks. Okay, got all that. Check the table and this drawer for other items. Okay, and then you can either go down there. Obviously, in these rooms, there's other stuff that spawns on the shelves. But what I like to do is I always start on east side and then work my way over. But there's a dead body here that you can loot. Drop through this, and then boom, you're back on the tunnel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to admin now. And there's only like a couple areas that I'll show you. All right. First things first. Come down to the basement area. Take a look right here because there's med spawns, but there's also a lead X spawn right there. We go upstairs and we go 2nd floor. And we go to the left here. Item spawns here. Item spawns all along here. Pay no mind to that safe. I used to think that this was like an accessible safe. And somebody's always looted it. Not the case. All right. Red key card can spawn right there. I've never seen it happen, but I've seen it happen in clips. Item spawns all throughout here. Okay. And then open this. And this is the office safe key. You can open it. I'm not going to loot it, but you get the point. Okay. Tech spawns here and on the desk, I believe. Come back out. Take a right. There's the staircase we just came up. Come to the other side. And then you go right in here. Another safe. This is the warehouse key for the safe. We're not going to worry about it. Check these shelves. I haven't really seen anything spawn, but, you know, might be worth it. But you also have filing cabinets, too. Tons of filing cabinets. Then what I normally do is I go down and I open the door. I drop down right here. I come out. And I did say that I was going to try to show you guys the 2 POIs over there, but it's really not that big of a deal. Okay. What's up, Smiskies? How are you, bro? All right, right up here is where sniper scavs spawn. So I've seen up to 2 at one time. There are plenty of scavs that you can kill right there. And where I'm going to right now is an occasional extract called Rock Passage. This is like money, bro. If it's open, you'll see green smoke. All right. However, there's no green smoke. But you just gotta watch out because a lot of people like to camp like right up there, or even on top of resort. They got an LOS on you, so just be careful. But now we're gonna time lapse this and go over to the cottages area, and then I'll head the tunnel, and that'll be the video. Okay, so here is another good scav spawn. And then on the other side of that power pole is another scav spawn. So if you're looking to get a peacekeeping mission or Punisher done, that's a good little path to take. And there's plenty of secret stashes around Shoreline, but that's a whole video in and of itself. So I'm not even going to try to find, you know, a couple. If you guys want me to make a secret stash video, I'll gladly do that. Just let me know in the comments. But for now, we're really just going to focus on the good loot areas, as well as just kind of overall good stuff. All right, before we go to the cottages area, I do want to show you guys one area. The Sunken Village. You'll need to come here for a couple of your quests, but it's a swamp, so you got to be careful. I don't really like to spend too much time over here, just because, I mean, the swamp, I'll just run in it real quick. It slows you down, and you can't jump or move sporadically, okay? But you just got to be careful. But this is worth showing you guys because you do have to come over here for a couple of your tasks. So I'm just going to show you this one area, and it's the church. You got a box here. Valuable items can spawn here on this table. I haven't really seen it, but you know, there you go. But then, like, you can check the houses and stuff, and they got boxes. But like I said, it's a swamp, so you got to watch where you're stepping. Otherwise, you're going to be slowed down. So I'm now heading east towards, this is the westernmost part of the map, by the way. This area right here, if you see the hay bales, turn around and go a completely opposite way, because they call this a suicide field because it's just that. I mean, look at how open it is, bro. And then people are posted up on the hill sometimes. Since this is an offline raid, we're just going to run around. Okay. So Sanitar can spawn up at the resort. He can spawn at the pier that I showed you guys. And this is the third area that he is known to spawn at. And it's the cottages. Now there's a whole like villa like over there near the Sunken Village that's got a lot of various spawns and jackets and stuff that you can search. But if you run Shoreline enough, you'll spawn over there enough to kind of learn it. But what I want to show you guys is just kind of like the key areas. So this is a cottage that you can go in. It's got jackets and stuff. The Cottage Key is what you need to get into here, and sometimes it spawns on these blue barrels. This is one of the trading posts you'll need to mark for one of your tasks. I know I've already passed several, but we're going to open this because there's a couple of locked areas. So first is the door. All right. You come in. You got food items that can spawn on the table. Just going to kind of give you a walkthrough. You go up the steps. And here there's, this is where you're going to find a Sanitar's optimal scope or whatever. All right. You got a duffel bag, and then you've got an unlock safe here. And if you come over here, you have a lock safe that you need the cottage safe key for, which I did not show you in the beginning because I do not have it. All right. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's tons of jackets that you can search, etc. But where you really make your money is the resort. So that's why the focus and detail was really heavily put on the resort. Because like I said, I mean, you can come out here, but the good stuff I feel like is in the secret stashes located all throughout the map, as well as the resort. I feel like resort is going to be your best bet. So now where we're heading is we're heading towards the tunnel extract. I'm trying to keep this like as concise as possible. And since I'm already going this way, this is the villa. There's like a shit ton of houses, and inside those houses there's various crates that you can hit. There's a ton of jackets that you can hit. So if you're early wipe, this is probably good to come to for keys and whatnot. So you can't see it because of the rain, but this is Scav Island. You'll need to go out there for one of your tasks, but this is also really good for killing scavs as well. Scavs do spawn right here. There's at least 2 that spawn right here. And then this right here is the tunnel extract. This is actually the other guaranteed extract. So on Shoreline, there's two guaranteed extracts. It's tunnel and then road to customs, which I told you guys earlier. And honestly, if you go to the complete north side of the map, there's a wall that you can literally just hug and it'll take you to road to customs. One thing I will say is just be very careful because Papegas like to sit right up here and extract camp because they have no skill. So watch out for that. But for the tunnel extract, you just come over here. Again, watch out for scavs and any other big, juicy, thick boys coming your way. And then you just extract. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this guide helped you. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. Hey, do me a favor. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. And also, if you have any kind of feedback or suggestions for any upcoming videos, let me know in the comments below. I want to make valuable content for you guys. Also, I do stream on Twitch Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern and now on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern. The link for that is in the description below. Be awesome to have you stop by and say hello. And lastly, now that you know all about Shoreline, take a look at this video and check out my complete guide for customs. See you next time.